Hi, this is Hazel McLaws. During today's podcast, we'll be talking about education in Pakistan, the literacy rates of Pakistan's general population, and the conditions of the government-provided schools. As we discuss this topic today, I hope you will ponder, how can education make Pakistan a better place? And how does knowledge empower an individual? For those of you tuning in for the first time, welcome. Let's catch up our first-time listeners with a few statistics. The literacy rate in Pakistan is currently an average of 59%, falling from the high of 60%. While this number compared to other countries sounds average, it is deceiving. Pakistan's population that are 65 years or older have a combined average literacy rate of 25.29%. This means that 35.71% of men and 9.96% of women over the age of 65 are literate, leaving 90% of the women and 64% of the men who cannot read or write. That is a staggering statistic. Let's listen to what Jinnah had to say when he spoke to the college in Peshawar in 1948. He had a strong opinion about education.
I want to impress upon you, those who are responsible now for the education of our young, that we must direct all our energies in this direction. You've no idea. You've no idea what is waiting for you.
I am sure he was trying to impress upon the minds of those in charge the importance of educating future generations. To see the current number of 25% is disheartening. I am sure he was hoping for a better result. Only 25% of the people who are children at the time of this speech can read or write. That is just not good enough. These people are the result of a nation ignoring the needs and or suppressing the growth of the younger generation. Would Pakistan be in the same predicament if those children had been given an education? I do not think so. We ask, how do we end inequality in a nation? Well, the expansion of literacy is the best way to reduce inequality within the country. The leaders of Pakistan that we have studied this semester have all been educated, but sadly their educations did not all occur inside Pakistan. Jinnah received his education in Bombay, Karachi, and in England. General Zia got his education in New Delhi, India, and he attended military school in the United States. Sharif did get his education in Pakistan, and he's the only one that got his full education there. What we know about these leaders tells us that they were all born to money, and that money is what is required for you to get a good education in Pakistan. Were these leaders saints? No. Were they all bad? No. Each of them had the courage and the desire to make a difference, whether it was to better themselves or to better Pakistan. Why don't all the people of Pakistan deserve a chance to an education? Illiteracy provides a hotbed for corruption, not because illiterate people are corrupt, but because the illiterate may not have the confidence or knowledge to make sure their leaders are not lying or cheating them. With educated leaders, how does having a majority of the population illiterate affect the standard of living? Well, the percentage of women that are illiterate is much higher than the percentage of men. And with the age of 14 being considered an adult and time for a girl to marry, young ladies have a very limited window of opportunity to learn. Many children are needed by the families to help provide the basic necessities so that they don't have the time to go to school. Also, those who are illiterate maybe get cheated when they sign a contract, maybe for a loan, because they don't know what's in the contract and they don't know what the facts are for themselves. So let's, for the sake of argument, suggest that Pakistan realizes these challenges and wants to make changes. What would those changes be? Well, currently, Pakistan only spends 2.76% of their GDP on education. Of that money, how much of it is really benefiting the student? Teachers may or may not even show up to teach, but they receive a paycheck. When they do show up to teach, are they teaching correctly? 79% of schools do not even have electricity, and 60% of schools do not have water. In order for the Pakistani people to become better educated, the government needs to clean up the corruption surrounding the education system. There needs to be accountability for funds and for what is being taught. In the video we watched this week, The Miseducation of Pakistan, we saw older children not being able to identify colors. They couldn't write correctly in their own language, and they were being issued English textbooks, and they were not even being taught to read or speak English. The future of Pakistan depends upon the rising generation. That generation deserves to be educated. Can we make a difference? Absolutely. Knowledge is power. Until next time, may you see the possibilities in your life and appreciate the blessings.